Hello, Sonal Didi. Good evening. So,
Good evening, Jyoti.
Sonal Didi is a Mudra expert, and being a yoga teacher, I keep getting lot of inquiries for the mudras, and I don't have as deep understanding as her. And she is my MSc batchmate. We did yoga MSc together, and she was known as Mudra expert in our group. So, I would like to have a deeper knowledge of mudras with Sonal Didi. Sonal Didi, please introduce yourself.
Jyoti, you've already introduced me. And
That's
like,
very
yeah, we were
short. I know.
classmates.
That's very, very short. I want you
So,
all your skills and all about you in how you are healing, doing in healing, and for from how long. Just a brief intro, Didi.
yeah, yeah. I'll give you a briefest introduction. Like, I was a patient and bedridden by the age of 43, 45, I guess. Yeah, so 45 to 50 was very bad period of my life. But then now I know, in retrospect, I know, okay, that was for my good only. And to bring me into yoga, I was given that those troubles, and I had multiple troubles, basically cervical spondylosis, backache, nasal polyps, piles, digestion issues, and so many issues, sleeplessness. You just name it, and then sometime I would think, yeah, I had it. So it was like that, and then I came into yoga, and yeah, where we met Svyasa. Can't forget that place. So, and Svyasa changed my life. I went there as a patient first, and then I went for my YIC, after which I started my
Who
uh,
suggested you that yoga can help you with all these problems with issues?
actually, one of my friends suggested, she said, why don't you try yoga? Because I was never into allopathic medicines, and anything else was not working. So I was totally confused, and just I met her, and she said, oh, look at you, what has happened to you? So she suggested, why don't you do yoga? But she did not know where to go. Then incidentally, I had come to Bangalore, from where I came to know about Svyasa, and landed up in Svyasa, thank God. And like that, my journey began. And it's been 10 years now. So I have been, my yoga studio, it's turning 10 next month. So journey has been like that. And then, of course,
Congratulations.
after yoga also, I was always feeling that there are some people, see, yoga is the best. But certain things, when a person can't sit down on the floor, when a person is not able to breathe, like I was not able to breathe, when a person is not able to do pranayama, not able to do postures, how would they get benefit of it? So that search for alternative therapy was always there, which made my interest in mudras a lot. And then luckily, my Guruji, she was Suman Chiplunkar. People familiar with mudras will know her name. And I went to Nasik, and personally I took training from her. And today, whatever I'm teaching or doing or practicing, everything is because of her. Yeah. So that was my brief introduction.
So, what are mudras and what is the science behind mudras? Can you tell us?
Yeah, sure, sure. See, when a person is born, okay, we are made up of Panch Mahabhutas. So any person who is having a little bit of Indian therapy knowledge will know that these Panch Mahabhutas are the five basic elements in our body, and these elements are the ones that the whole universe is made up of. Okay, not just your body and my body, or not just the piece of wood lying next to me, or whatever, trees, plants, animals, everything in universe is made up only of these five elements. So when a person is born, let me list the elements for you. It's the Agni, Vayu. Agni as in fire, Vayu or air, Akash or space, earth, yeah, Prithvi, and we have Jala or water. Okay, so these are the five elements, and the whole universe is made up of only these five elements. Now, when we are born with a certain combination of these five elements. Okay, and we are quite healthy. And when that elemental balance is there, we are healthy and happy. But when the balance goes for a toss, for whatever reason, it could be because of wrong food habits, wrong way of sleeping, wrong time of eating, or eating wrong food, something which is not agreeing to your body. For various reasons, these elements, they just go up and down. Okay. And as you know, in Ayurveda, we have the concept of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, right? So this Vata, Pitta, Kapha also is made up of combination of two elements at a time. Let me not go more into Ayurveda concept. Let me just deal with the mudra concept, the five elemental concept. So these elements, when they are balanced, basically you are healthy. And when the imbalance is there, you fall sick. And if you are not changing them immediately, then what happens? The balance goes more and more. It becomes more and more imbalanced. And then you need to have some kind of intervention or the other. Okay, so if you are a person who is aware, okay, aaj mujhe, I am feeling cold and my nose has started leaking, and you do some mudra and immediately it stops. Okay, so it doesn't go to a level where you actually fall sick and where you have to go to the doctor and then take medication. So these balancing these elements is the base of mudra therapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the, for today's scenario, for the contemporary time, what are the most commonly needed mudras? What do you think? Like, we have just come out of
Before,
COVID
yeah,
and
before the what mudras to do, I would like to show you a little bit more about what five elements are and how they represent. Mudra works on finger because we are talking about hasta mudra. There are mukha mudras, there are the bodily mudras, so many things are there. But here we are talking only about hasta mudras, okay, for healing purposes. Now, hasta mudras, we have the five fingers, okay, and this represents the thumb. It represents Agni. Index finger, it represents Vayu. Okay. Middle finger, it represents Akash. Okay. The space element. Ring finger, earth, and the little finger, Jala, water. Okay. So these are the things. Now there are three ways you can manipulate. Okay. So what are the three ways you can manipulate? One is I'm healthy and happy. Fine. I don't need, but my element should not go haywire. So what I do is I touch the finger to the tip of the thumb. This will help me balance this particular element. Okay, so
that
suppose
is
I'm
Shakti
holding it
mudra.
like this. Yeah, whichever mudra we are holding, that element is balanced. Okay, now suppose I get cold and the water, my nose has started leaking. The first sign is nose leak. Then only that everything else comes, you know. So suppose if, meaning what? How does the nose start leaking? Jala tattva in my body has increased. So what happens when we have by mistake put some more water in our dal or sabji? What do? We burn it out, isn't it? We keep it on high flame and we just make it evaporate. So similarly, the Agni Tattva in the thumb can control the Jala Tattva in the little finger. So holding a mudra like this immediately controls the
Jala
Jala Tattva. Yeah, it
balance,
burns out.
reduces the burn.
Yeah, yeah, it burns out. So what happens immediately? I can feel a relief in my congestion of the nostrils.
Oh,
Okay, and that flow will stop. That irritating flow, you know, it just keeps flowing. So that stops by doing this.
can
Similarly,
it helps for the
any tattva
sneezing?
you take. Sorry?
Can it help for the sneezing part and that irritation?
Yeah,
For
sneezing, there is one more mudra.
okay.
No, that again, there is a different mudra. For different things, there are different mudra. This is the basic mudra that, let me just finish talking this. So suppose this is like burning the jala. Now, suppose somebody is having more of Prithvi Tattva, like example, obesity. The body, earth Tattva is more. और उसको जलाना है, उसको कम करना है, तो they just need to keep their ring finger down like this and cover it with the thumb, right? So that is one. Now Akash. So Akash means like imbalance in the ears, like in the space element, and we have a lot of space element in the ear, isn't it? The ear, behind the eardrum there is space. That's why we are able to hear. So when that happens, you control it like this. Same way Vayu. abhi kuch kha liya and we are having a lot of gas problem, just do this mudra and you will see that you start burping and all the vayu goes out. Okay, so
Oh.
this is for controlling. Okay, now to increase, suppose I am in a place where no water is available और मुझे बहुत प्यास लगी है, when I am so thirsty, what do? I just keep my thumb at the base of the little finger, because little finger is jala. And when I keep my thumb at the base of the jala tattva, the jala tattva in the body slowly increases and I feel that I have drunk water. I can manage for a few hours.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
same way a person who is emaciated, बहुत ज़्यादा पतला है कोई, very thin, and they want to increase the earth element in the body, they need to keep the finger at the base.
Yes.
Right, same way with space, same way with vayu and space we don't usually increase, we almost every time we decrease only, but this is the position. Okay, so when you, three ways of controlling is, one is to increase, one is to balance, and one is to decrease.
Decrease.
Okay, so like that, for every, then this what I showed you was with single fingers, just the basic. Like that you have different tattvas with both the hands, with controlling of both the fingers together. Like that, there are, it's a very deep science, and we can talk about it in episodes. This was the like basic of what mudra therapy is. When you hold the mudra, that is how you start getting the effect.
Oh wow, this is really wonderful. So, how many types of mudras are there in yoga?
Oh, I
Approximately.
have not actually counted. There are numerous mudras, numerous mudras. You can do so many mudras for so many disorders.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I can say maybe somewhere near 80 or so.
80 also.
Mm, yeah, quite a lot.
Okay. So, what are the mudras you will recommend for the meditation or pranayama? Then I'll come
Yeah,
on the therapy part.
yes, yes.
How,
So
one more question I
meditation
have.
is always chin mudra.
Okay.
Sorry?
Yeah. Please carry on. Mudra.
Yeah. So it is the chin mudra. Always the chin mudra is the best. Why also I will tell you. Like they say, chale vate chale manaha.
Oh,
When the vayu in the body is moving, the mind also flickers. Okay. And in meditation, what you want your mind to be quiet. You want your chanchalta jo bolte hain, usko kam karna hai. So like I told you, the index finger is vayu,
are you?
and vayu when you are balancing like this. Okay, you will see all the gods in this mudra, all the gods, whether it is Buddha or whether it is Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, there is a shloka, Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya, Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. Yeah,
Yes.
so this mudra, this is the chin mudra. It is also called Jnana Mudra. So for meditation, it is this mudra. And pranayama also always left hand to chin mudra hi hai, and nasika mudra we use for anulom vilom, nadi shuddhi,
Yes.
etc. So. Mhm.
How effective it is for a therapy when a person is not into yoga or asanas or meditation? Is it?
That's a very good question, Jyoti. For therapy, when a person, especially when a person who is not able to sit and do pranayama, he is not able to sit and do meditation or any asanas. When physically there is a debility. In fact, my guru, she was always saying that she used to treat people in hospitals when they are under coma.
Oh,
Okay, so what they would do is Jojo, whatever the problem is, corresponding mudra, she would make them hold and then paste their fingers in that particular manner.
with
And
the
she used to
pain.
get good results out of them.
Oh,
So
really?
even koi bhi age hogi, whether it is small child, you want a small child to do a mudra, you wait for it to sleep. Suppose the child's nose is leaking and you don't want to give any medication, put a tape like this, and that
Oh,
benefit will be got. And a person who is bedridden or anything, mudras can be done by anyone, because they can be pasted also voluntarily. If the person is not able to do, you can paste the fingers and get the required result.
fantastic, Didi. Thank you so much. For therapy, I'll keep talking to you and for
Yeah, sure.
pranayama and
Yeah, sure.
meditation also. Thank you so much for today.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you, Didi. Have a good time.